Hello my friends, it is I, rowisingh, your irregular and inconsistent YouTube poster. I don't think I've posted a video in months, maybe since last year, and I really apologize for that because I do struggle with YouTube. I find it really hard to wrap my head around this whole community because there's a lot of effort that goes into a video and then sometimes it just doesn't do that well, but I need to pull myself out of that and just keep training content because I know there are a lot of you guys out there who enjoy it. So here we are. This is something a little bit more simple. This is my everyday look, and I wanted to show you specifically how I do that eyeliner trick. I think the kids are calling it the fox eye these days. It's such a flattering eyeliner look and it's my absolute go-to. So if you want to see how I created this look, then just keep watching. So just to speed up the process a little bit, I've popped on my primer already and I've used Pat McGrath's Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Primer. It just gives you a really nice, clean, beautiful base. And something that I've recently incorporated into my skincare routine is MAC's Fix Plus Magical Radiance. This is new, so it's one of their new Fix Plus editions, and what it does is it gives you a really beautiful radiant base and really helps your makeup just melt into your skin. So it gives that soft blur focus, it helps with smile lines, all that kind of stuff. It has vitamin C and hyaluronic acid, so it's very hydrating. You can even take your beauty blender and just sort of press it into your skin using the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. Now, sorry to make things confusing, but I mix my foundation at the moment. I go in with 2 pumps of the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Hydrating Foundation in 290. Just pump that on, and then I just do like 1 small pump of Yves Saint Laurent's All Hours Foundation. When I add this into my little concoction, it just makes my foundation last all day. So the Fenty gives you a glow and the Yves Saint Laurent gives you like a long-lasting finish. I just sort of pop it in all the necessary spots. Little dab, 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 and then we can start to sort of buff it into the skin. I kind of use a combination method of like stippling and then sort of buffing. Under the jaw. I'm like crazy breaking out under my jaw at the moment and it's disgusting. But I have been using this mask by Niod Flavanone mask. It's incredible. Because I was breaking out like on my cheeks and my jaw and it was like creeping up. So I started using that mask and I did the 5-day program where you use it 5 days in a row every night, and it absolutely cleared up most of my acne. It's basically a mud mask, but like better than any other mud mask you've ever used because it uses like a 3-phase approach to draw all the impurities out of your skin. So it's a very, very good mask and I highly recommend. I'm going to pause on the base for a second and go in and do my brows. I'm going to use Fenty Beauty's Brow MVP in Black Brown. This is a really, really good brow pencil because I love the fact that it has a little paddle. It actually really, really helps to brush the product evenly throughout the brow and it gives you like a really nice soft ombre look. So this brow pencil is incredible and I don't think I'm going to swap it out for a while. I'm just using the paddle to brush my hairs in the direction that I want them to go. So when I'm filling my brow, I use these small little flicking motions just in the direction that my hairs are growing because it fills them in a lot more naturally, and that's the vibe that I'm going to go for today. And then towards the end of the tail, I switch to long strokes just to define that end, and back to short flicks. Also, in order to get those hair-like fine little flicks, I just do a couple of flicks on the back of my hand and it sort of sharpens the pencil for me so that when I go into the beginning of the brow, I can create these super fine little, just casually giving myself more brow hairs than I actually have. And then we're gonna paddle through the brow. And we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. I like my left brow so much better because she's got these little hairs. I don't need to fake them. See this side? None. This side? Yes. To make sure my hairs obey me and stick up all day, I'm going to use my 24-hour brow setter from Benefit Cosmetics. So I'm going to use the flat side of the brush to just press the gel into the hairs. And then once the gel's on there, then we can start to use the thin side to brush the hairs up. So the flat side to get the gel on there, like this, and then I use the brush to flick them up. I know so many people aren't a fan of this, but I really love Shape Tape. I think it's too thick for some people, but it's the perfect consistency for my under eyes. So I'm gonna go in with Shape Tape in light medium because I like to brighten the under eye. Just a couple of little dots under the eye. Going with my sponge. I got this from Melissa SASSINE makeup. Melissa does incredible beauty blenders. These are so good because they're so precise and they let me blend the under eye without any creasing. So I'm just going to stipple that into my skin. Moving on to eyes, I'm actually going to take a bit of my Anastasia Beverly Hills Medium Contour Kit. This shade right here that I always use. I'm going to lightly dust that over the eye because it stops me from creasing. So I've got semi-hooded lids. It's also just like a nice matte nudie brown that I can put on my lids. Super, super quick. See how I'm just running it back and forth. Really no technique involved here. Probably looks shit up close but looks great from far away. So this is the part that we all came here for. This is how I do my eyeliner every day, even at night, because it's very, very flattering for my almond eye shape. So if you have a similar eye shape, this is going to look amazing, but even if not, I feel like it's still going to look good because it's such a beautiful, easy shape to replicate on your own eye. So I'm going to be using Fenty Beauty's Fly Pencil in the shade Space Cookie. This is such a good pencil to use for that fox eye shape because it's creamy and smooth and really easy to use. It's not dry at all and it has these tiny little gold flecks in it, so it adds like a tiny, very subtle shimmer to your eyeliner look. Before we start the look, I'm going to warm the eyeliner up on the back of my hand like this. Just gets the pigment going. And then just put it down for a second and look at your eye shape, like look in your mirror. Just take your two fingers and lift through the temples just a little bit and you can see the natural curvature of your eye just starts to lift a little bit. Now that lift, that line there, is what we want to follow when we create our eyeliner shape. So when I lift, I can see that the bottom corner of my eye sort of moves in this direction and that's where I want to pop my eyeliner. Does that make sense? So we're starting on the very outer corner and we're creating a little line that follows that curvature of my eye, and we're going to stop about midway between my eye and the brow. And then from the tip of that line, we're going to drag it in towards the lash line. It's not entirely neat and it's not going to be. So here's my little hack to get that eyeliner nice and perfect. You're going to take a flat brush and we're going to cut the eyeliner from the top and the bottom just like this. See how it's just completely elongated that eyeliner shape and just pulled it up? Now here's the thing, we never complete the liner. We never go across the top of your lash line and fill it in. I leave that blank, so it's kind of like an incomplete liner. I only do the flick and the inner corner and that's it. So for the inner corner, I'm just going to tuck it in here and trace the line from my tear duct up to my lash. It's basically your waterline, but your top lid waterline. So once you fill that in, you're going to extend that line down. And you can really just leave it like that, but I like to accentuate the inner corner just a little bit more. So I'm going to go into the tear duct and go across. So I've created like a little triangle. So what I'm doing is I'm just neatening it up just a tiny bit, like that. Alright, so I've been using this, which I quite like. It's Pat McGrath's Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder. And it works quite well. I've been using the light one. It does give me flashback, which is quite surprising. I only need a little bit just to get rid of the creases under my eye. I'm going to give my lashes the tender love and care that they so willfully deserve. Just a quick little spruce up. Now, I feel like not many people know about this mascara and they should. This is MAC's Extended Play Perm Up Lash and it's so good. Like I have not, I don't think I'm going to be using any other mascara for a really long time. Dare I say that it's better than sex, dare I say, because it really just separates your lashes well while still giving them the lift factor. I think it's something about the Better Than Sex, like the fibers in that mascara I don't quite like. It kind of makes my eyelashes look a little bit too spidery. Whereas with this mascara, they look natural but still hella juicy and thick. Also, so I noticed something, right? With the Fenty Full Frontal Mascara, yes, it's a great mascara, it's very pigmented and it lifts your lashes well, but it doesn't dry down as effectively. Like I was waiting for at least like 10 to 20 seconds just drying them out, blinked and it went everywhere, and that was just a little bit frustrating, especially when you have a full look going on and you blink and it's like automatically ruined. So I put that down and I don't think I'm gonna use that for now. Yeah, I don't know, it's just, it wasn't working well. Remember when we used this for my eyes, I'm gonna actually use it for my cheeks now. I'm just gonna take the top right shade and using Fenty's cheek hugging brush, I'm gonna trace my cheekbone. The fact that this brush just like kisses my cheekbones so well is amazing. This blush from Fenty is new. It's their new cream blush. This is the shade Summertime Wine, the perfect brown girl blush shade. I've never really been a cream blush person, but now I've converted. I'm preaching to the choir, cream blush is it. This is the brush that I use. It's 125 face brush from Fenty. I dab into the blush and away we go. Warming up the cheeks. I'm super into blush right now, like the more the blush, the merrier. Diffuse, diffuse, diffuse. More Fenty because of course I'm going to use Mean Money Hustler Baby, this right shade right here, to highlight my cheeks. Nose, just a little bit. I'm into freckles right now, so I'm going to use my little baby Freck and create some faux freckles. I just like to do it on the bridge of my nose, just in between my eyes, that's all. Otherwise it looks a little bit too crazy. So just a couple of specks here and there. Doesn't matter if your dots are uneven, it looks more natural that way. So boom, 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 boom. You can take your finger and blotch it like that. This brush is from Real Techniques, Deluxe Crease Brush, and I just like to sort of pat over what I've done. Just kind of makes it look a little bit more natural. For the lips, I want to show you my absolute favorite lip combination. It's a combination of Max Whirl lipstick with Fenty Beauty's I Quit Mademoiselle. Let me show you what I do. I take the Mademoiselle, as you can see the head of it is destroyed because I go in with a brush and I just grab a little bit of that product. This is a lip brush and I use the Mademoiselle to create a lip liner. Once you've lined the lips with the Mademoiselle, you can go in with your lipstick and just fill it in. Once I'm done, I like to just do one last little pat down in my creasy areas, under eye, here, through the forehead, just to get everything nice and smooth. And if you want to go for a glossy lip, you can add that too. I'm going to use Fenty's Hot Chocolate Gloss Bomb because it's beautiful. Okay, I'm dying to fix my hair, so please give me 2 seconds to do that. Wow, okay, see how much better my hair looks? When I attend to it, I just gave it a little bit of a curl. Before I jet off, I want to show you one more quick little thing. This is a nice little day look, right? Or you could wear it at night, depending on how you feel. But say you wear this during the day and you want to zhuzh it up a little bit for nighttime and you're going out for when we're eventually out of this pandemic situation. I've got this palette from Clarisike, Real Fantasy, and it has this really nice shimmery shade. I'm going to take a bit of that shimmer shade, super, super nice and pearlescent, and just kind of pat it on the brow bone, just like that, and it just brings a little bit more life into the look. Another super quick thing you can do is take a liner, white, colourful, these are from Fenty, whatever you've got, and just add a little floating liner to the top. It could be one line, it could be dots, you can add in a zigzag, a squiggly, whatever you want, just below your brow and above your crease. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have to share with you guys. I hope you found that useful, helpful in some way or another. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you're staying safe, you're staying inside, you're abiding by the rules, you're being a good citizen so we can all get through this terrible situation together and as quickly and as efficiently as possible. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to try really, really hard to just turn out a whole bunch of YouTube content, so watch this space. Thanks guys, sending you love. Bye.